Welcome back to the Sanctuary of Secrets, the archive of the unseen, and the only channel where we do not just read the headlines, we deconstruct the very architecture of celebrity life. You are watching Mr. Magazine, and I am your guide through the labyrinth of truth, lies, and the grey areas in between. Today, we are peeling back the layers of a story that has not only shaken the foundations of a superstar's love life but has fundamentally altered the balance of celebrity gossip in Turkey. For weeks, the digital airwaves have been clogged with static, a cacophony of names, locations, and hashtags connecting Kerem Bürsin to social media phenomenon Selin Yüksekoglu. But while the world was busy looking left, the real story was unfolding on the right. Behind the scenes, in the hushed corridors of the elite, a much stronger, deeper, and infinitely more discreet name is being whispered. It is a name known for years as one of Kerem's closest confidants. A woman whose name has never been printed in the same sentence as the word romance, until now. We are talking about Yasmin Ergin. Is the relationship between Yasmin, freshly emerged from the ashes of a divorce, and Kerem Bürsin truly just a friendship? Or are we witnessing the quiet, tectonic beginning of a love story that has been hiding in plain sight for years? Why did the accusations against Selin Yüksekoglu crumble into dust overnight? And most importantly, what does the deafening silence from both parties tell us? If you suspect, as I do, that there is a hidden truth in this story waiting to be excavated, then do not move. Watch this video until the very end. Because this isn't just gossip. This is a revelation. But before we unlock this vault, I have a request for my loyal community of truth seekers. If you value journalism that digs deeper than the surface, please destroy that subscribe button and activate the notification bell. We are building a fortress of accuracy here. For those who wish to stand with us on the front lines, the join button is waiting for you below. Your membership keeps the lights on and the stories flowing. Now, let's decipher the code. In the modern age of celebrity surveillance, we are often led astray by the digital breadcrumbs we are so eager to consume. The saga began, as these things often do, with a coincidence. Social media sleuths, armed with nothing but timestamps and location tags, noticed a pattern. Kerem Bürsin and Selin Yüksekoglu appeared to be posting from similar locations at similar times. The same district, the same golden hour lighting, the same blurred backgrounds. For the internet, this was enough to draft a warrant. Headlines of new love proliferated instantly. YouTube videos were edited, TikTok theories went viral, and the narrative was set: Kerem had found love with an influencer. However, just as quickly as this fire was lit, it was extinguished. Sources deep within Kerem's inner circle moved swiftly to dismantle the claim. The denial was soft but firm: she is just an acquaintance, nothing more. Even Selin Yüksekoglu reportedly expressed discomfort to her friends, dismissing the rumors as the overactive imagination of the press. But here is the lesson of the gossip world: when a loud rumor dies suddenly, look for the quiet truth standing behind it. The Selin Yüksekoglu narrative was a smoke screen, a decoy that distracted us from a much more significant shift in Kerem Bürsin's universe. While the tabloids were chasing ghosts, a real transformation was taking place. The name that has revolutionized the conversation is Yasmin Ergin. For years, Yasmin has occupied a specific, safe category in Kerem's life: the friend. They were the platonic ideal, supportive, present, but distinctly separate in the romantic imagination of the public. However, the context has changed dramatically. Yasmin Ergin has recently navigated the stormy waters of a divorce. She has shed her married identity and is in the process of reclaiming herself. This new chapter, as she calls it on social media, seems to feature Kerem Bürsin not as a supporting character, but as a co-lead. The claim hitting our desks is explosive: Kerem Bürsin's heart beats for Yasmin Ergin. This is not a fling. This is not a summer romance. If true, this is a history-making alignment of two souls who have known each other's darkest secrets and brightest dreams for years. The most compelling aspect of this rumor is the foundation upon which it is built. They've known each other very well for a long time. They've always been there for each other in difficult times. These are the phrases echoing from the backstage of the industry. It is rumored that during the grueling process of Yasmin's divorce, a time of emotional upheaval and vulnerability, Kerem Bürsin was her rock. He was the constant presence, the moral support, the safe harbor in the storm. Psychologically, this transition from friend to lover is profound. It often happens when defenses are down. According to tabloid sources, this intense period of reliance shifted the dynamic. The boundaries blurred. The late-night conversations about heartbreak turned into conversations about hope. The shoulder to cry on became the hand to hold. While they have been careful, in the digital age, nothing is invisible. Followers, now alerted to the possibility, have begun to notice a new pattern. Yasmin Erçel has returned to social media with a vengeance, posting images that emphasize freedom, self-discovery, and a renaissance of spirit. Her captions speak of living for myself and new beginnings. Juxtapose this with Kerem Bürsin's recent, somewhat cryptic interviews where he states, "I'm connecting with people who truly understand me in my life." The connection is subtle but undeniable. Furthermore, the like analysis tells a story. Kerem, who has been relatively dormant in engaging with romantic interests publicly, is reportedly quick to react to Yasmin's posts. It is a digital nod, a public validation of her new journey. Moreover, eyewitnesses claim the two have been seen together repeatedly. But here is the genius of their strategy: they are always in a group. They appear in the same circles, at the same events, but rarely in the same frame of a photograph. This is conscious avoidance. It is the behavior of two people who know that a single picture of them alone together would break the internet. I have to pause here to ask you, the jury of public opinion. Do you believe that the best relationships start as friendships? Can you truly know someone until you have seen them through a crisis? I want to read your thoughts on the friends to lovers trope in the comments below. And if this deep dive is resonating with you, please consider hitting the join button. Your support allows us to tell these complicated, human stories. If this is love, why the shadows? The answer lies in the scars of the past and the fragility of the present. Kerem Bürsin is a man who has learned the hard way that media pressure can suffocate a relationship before it even breathes. He has seen his past romances dissected, judged, and consumed by the public. It is said he is determined not to let that happen again. He wants to protect this bond, to let it grow in the dark before exposing it to the harsh light of fame. For Yasmin, the situation is even more delicate. Emerging from a marriage is a complex process involving families, reputations, and personal healing. She is reportedly acting with extreme caution. The rumor is that she told her inner circle, "First, I want to reconcile with myself." She needs to stand on her own feet before she stands publicly beside a superstar. This revelation has split the celebrity news world down the middle. On one side, we have the believers. They argue that the writing is on the wall. They point to the timing, the silence, and the undeniable logic of two beautiful, single people with a shared history finding solace in each other. They see this as the slow burn romance of the decade. On the other side, the skeptics argue that we are projecting romance onto a platonic support system. They believe that Kerem is simply being a good friend and that the media, starved for a story, is misinterpreting kindness as passion. However, there is one point of agreement. This is the most compelling claim about Kerem Bürsin's love life in years. It carries a weight that the Selin rumors never did. Perhaps the most important clue is what isn't being said. Neither Kerem Bürsin nor Yasmin Erçel has issued a denial. In an industry where false rumors are usually swatted down by PR teams within hours, as we saw with Selin, this prolonged silence is significant. In the lexicon of celebrity gossip, silence often means we are figuring it out. If there was nothing to hide, why not laugh it off? Why not post a story saying, "Just friends, guys"? The lack of a clear statement suggests that the situation is fluid, serious, and perhaps too precious to label just yet. If these claims hold water, we are looking at a relationship built on the strongest foundation of all, trust. This isn't a whirlwind romance born at a party. This is a bond forged in the fires of life's difficulties. It is a relationship where they don't have to explain themselves to each other. Kerem knows Yasmin's history, Yasmin knows Kerem's heart. That kind of intimacy is rare, and it is powerful. Perhaps that is why they aren't rushing. They don't need the validation of the press. They have the validation of the years they have spent by each other's side. And so, we stand at the threshold of a new era in Turkish celebrity news. The Selin Yagsioglu chapter is closed, a footnote in the history of gossip. The Yasmin Erçel chapter has opened, and the pages are currently blank, waiting to be written. This story doesn't end here. According to my sources, a surprise picture or an unexpected announcement is likely on the horizon in the coming weeks. The pressure is building, and eventually, the truth will spill out. Whether Kerem Bürsin's heart truly beats for Yasmin Erçel remains the ultimate unanswered question. But one thing is certain, the balance of power has shifted. We are no longer looking for a new face, we are looking at a familiar face in a new light. Before you go, I have one final question for you. Do you think they make a good couple? Or should friendship remain sacred? Let me know your verdict in the comments. And remember, if you enjoyed this detailed breakdown of the year's biggest mystery, the best way to support Mr. Magazine is to click that join button. It gives you a special badge, priority in comments, and helps us keep the truth alive. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow detectives. Until the next headline breaks, keep your eyes open and your heart guarded. This is Mr. Magazine, signing off.